Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, November 7th, 2022. What's going on? How are ya? It's Sunday afternoon. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. If you've never been here, an absolutely amazing college town. This is one of these colleges that makes me wish I studied in high school. You know, makes me wish I applied myself and got student loans and lived at school and got one of these off-campus apartments with the porch and the giant couch in the front and get fucking hammered, right? And major in dentistry or whatever the fuck would have happened. But I didn't. But I can walk around the campus now like an old creep. I'm fighting off a cold here, by the way. I'm working with Nate Craig, who's from the area, who's been absolutely fucking destroying. If you'd like to see a guy before he sells a bunch of, theaters or whatever, go out and go see Nate Craig. Just top-notch comedy. I was sitting there watching him when we were in Grand Rapids. I'm like, this guy he's fucking killing. He's a beast. So definitely check him out. Half the places where I'm playing at, he's saying to people, hey, catch me when I'm back in a couple of months. So he's out there doing the thing. Shout out to him. And he grew up in this area and took me to this place on the campus to get a Midwest vanilla shake. That's a malt. And, I've been hitting the gym when I've been out here. And also, been substance-free. Until today, I had a cup of coffee. Finally had a cup of coffee. It was hilarious. I went to this place, I want to say 30 for 30, but that's the ESPN. It's a coffee place in Peoria, Illinois. I was in Peoria, Illinois. What's that? That's a city. Can't say what he said after that. The great Richard Pryor. One of my favorite heckles and comebacks ever. Stayed in character and kept going. Birthplace of Richard Pryor, which I'll get to that in a second. I went out and I got this coffee, got a cappuccino, and dude, how about these guys that fucking parachute into a goddamn football stadium? Like, how do you even practice for that? My God. There's usually like in a downtown area, there's all kinds of like skyscrapers. So you got Venturis and all of that shit. Anything can blow you off course. It's inevitable. Someday somebody's chute isn't going to fucking open and they're going to bounce right on the logo. The NFL will have a moment of silence for 5 seconds, spray paint the body pink, and they'll stick it in that fucking tent on the sideline and the show will go on. So anyway, I went to get this cup of coffee. By the way, right now I'm currently watching the Rams versus Tampa. I bet the Rams because I just overheard that the Tampa's offensive line was banged up. So I was thinking like, all right, they got that lunatic, whatever the fuck his name, that throwback 1960s NFL quarterback. Down lineman on the defensive tackle. So I'm like, all right, he should be, presenting some problems, and it's just not happening. Dude, gambling's the funniest fucking shit ever. You fucking dumb cunt. Catch the fucking ball. Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that? What in the fuck was that? Wide open. What the fuck was that? Was this one of these track stars? They make a fucking wide receiver. 7-10 in the first quarter, if you're wondering. I'm sure he's a good player. Jesus Christ. Fucking Arizona's winning. I'm going to go 0-4. Come on, Pete Carroll, you sneaky bastard. Get it. Cover. Just cover for me. Anyway. I remember what I was talking about. Oh, so I was getting this goddamn coffee, right? And my first coffee in like a week or so, right? No, I had the double espresso on the way out. Whatever. I've been doing great, you know. I had 2 cups this week. Doesn't have a hold of me. All right? I'm in control. I get a cappuccino. This lady put a swan in the milk. I've never seen anybody do a swan. That was a new one. And it was a swan. She even outlined the feathers. She was a master, right? So unfortunately, great fucking protection. Great fucking protection. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go 0-4 this week. You know what's funny though? People always say, why do you watch sports? It's so fucking stupid. It's like, is it? It's one of the few things you can watch where if you're the best at what you do, they don't give a fuck what race you are. You actually get the job. So there's one for sports. It's better than your superhero movies. They're all fucking white. Looks like goddamn the MLB in the 1920s. Fuck are you giving me shit for? Anyway, just imagine if we did all in all of society. You know what I mean? Like, how much better did sports get when they let every race compete? Just think of all the fucking scientists, all the fucking mathematicians, and all of this stuff. These fucking idiots. This is another one of these white guy fucking elections. We're going to take the country back. You know, I'm a simple guy. Like every other election, they have the white guy, I'm a simple guy, standing out in a cornfield or in the woods, whittling some fucking wood. When a guy says, I'm a simple guy, that means he thinks he's smarter than you. And just this whole fucking idea that he's going to get in office and he has a red tie and instead of a blue tie, that he's not also going to get bent over a rail and fucked in the ass by the bankers. It's hilarious to me. And the fact that the big bad boogeyman keeping us all down is some fucking nerd in a suit. Dude, there's no way I'm winning this game. Jesus Christ, look at the size of that guy starting the fucking lawnmower. Look at that guy. That's fucking hilarious. He just started a lawnmower, and it was a push mower, not even a ride mower. I don't know who that guy is. He just became my famous fucking defensive lineman in the league. Number 50. Shout out to him. Look at that guy. I like how tight his jersey is, too. I think that's brave that he does that. You know, like when a woman's in her 3rd trimester and she's wearing a form-fitting dress. They're like, that's so brave. I think he's brave to go out there. To go out there like that. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just a simple guy, you know. And then, so now we're going to go all red, right, on this election. You can feel it. It's going to happen. And then we're going to end up in the same fucking situation. And then next midterm elections, Trump will be back. And then we'll have, and everyone's going to go blue. And it's going to be a bunch of fucking crying liberals like, oh my God, they're not helping out the SEALs. Right? And then they're going to fucking, everybody's going to run back. This is what I don't understand. Am I really to believe, like, I don't get, like, how Donald Trump wins in 2016. Help me with the math on this. You know, I'm just a simple guy doing a podcast, just sitting here whittling on a speaker cord, sitting in a podcast studio. I'm just like you, you know. I put my podcast pants on one leg at a time. Explain to me how all these motherfuckers vote for Donald Trump and he wins, right? And they all fucking love him. And then 4 years later, he gets his fucking ass kicked in the election, right? He did, didn't he? I don't know what the fuck the numbers were. I'm just saying, he loses. So, like, what did a bunch of red people go like, he's got it, he's all right? Or did a bunch of blue people show up who didn't fucking show up the last time? And then the same thing with the midterm elections, right? Going all blue. Let's get these fucking red tie guys out of there. Where are all the red people to be like, oh, no, you don't? Right? So now it's all going to go the other. I just don't fucking buy it. Nobody in 4 years switches a party. Everybody fucking knows who they're voting for. Everybody already fucking knows. None of it makes sense. It makes as much sense as what they're doing now, where they're going like, you're not counting the votes unless our guy wins. Like that whole fucking idea. None of it makes sense, you know? And then people go, why do you watch sports? Why don't you pick a side? You know how much fun this country would be if Bernie Sanders became president and they actually worked with them? All of these fucking cunts in the fucking Democratic Party, who the guy wins the nomination and they don't let him fucking run. Then they have Hillary Clinton looking like some old real estate agent runs. Do you know how fucking amazing those debates would have been? That's like when you were waiting for Manny Pacquiao and fucking Mayweather to fight, and by the time they did, it was just too old, right? Oh my God, Bernie Sanders. I was saying Bernie would win, but that would have been so much more interesting. The two wild cards, you know? We don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to be talking politics here. Like, I think the stupidest shit in the fucking world is after the Democrats and Republicans pick, you know, the stupid ass fucking moron that they're going to have, you know, be the next president. The fact that they then have them debate each other, like people don't already know who they're going to vote for, right? You could literally, you know, you could fucking put a goddamn, I don't know what. You could put a chimpanzee in a blue tie with dementia, and liberals are going to vote for it, right? And then you could take a fucking horse's ass, not even the rest of the horse, and just put a red tie around it. And be, I like that fucking horse's ass. Makes a lot of fucking sense. I like the chimpanzee that can't remember how to open a banana. Do you open a banana? Listen, guy, I'm just a simple guy sitting in a hotel room out here in Madison, Wisconsin, watching a football game, losing my goddamn money. I did see a good political ad where the guy was shitting on the guy standing out in the field was shitting on the other guy, saying he's an environmental activist. And I'm thinking, like, is that bad? My opponent wants clean drinking water. I mean, what next? Vladimir Putin? Is there Airbnb in my fucking barn? Jesus Christ. I blame this backlash on liberals. I blame it all on them and their fucking award shows and wagging their dumb fingers at people, telling people what they should be doing when they're so fucking elitist. They won't even look at 45 of the 50 states. I just fly over those. You know, it's just like, you know, I can't. There's not enough Pilates studios in Nebraska, so, like, forget that. And then you got all the dumb conservatives. They're out there at fucking Hollywood, fucking a placenta and the goddamn infinity pools. So, Bill, what's your solution? I have none. But I would love to see Bernie Sanders. Just something about that. He looks like he runs his own, like, you know those guys that fix watches? You just come walking in. And they got the glasses on with the magnifying thing, and he just looks up. I'll do that, right? And they fix it right there for you. Like, how much? They're like, $5. They're like, what fucking century do you live in that you still... There's a guy that fixes watches in my neighborhood. He's like that. He fixes... any watch I bring in, he fixes it right when I'm standing there. And he always goes $5, and I still give him a 20. Oh, what are you, the hero of this story, Bill? I think I was. Speaking of Bills, last Thursday, if you missed it, I had Bill Maher on my podcast, and I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed having him as a guest on my show. I had so much fun with that guy. So check it out. Getting a lot of great feedback, and it was quite the thrill to have him on all these years, watching him from politically incorrect to real time. Oh, Jesus Christ, pick up the fucking ball, you... At least they held him to 3 points. Is that the same guy? That's not the same guy. Tell me that's not the same guy. You know what I think the Rams did? This is what you do. Yeah, Tom Brady's winking. He knows what's going on. They went to those titty bars last night, didn't they, Tommy? He probably set him up with some fucking titty bar Tampa dollars. Sent him down to fucking Clearwater. How smart is Gronkowski? Retiring while he's still young. Still in shape, crushing in these commercials. Fantastic. Anyways, let's talk some more sports here, people. Let's not talk politics. I was so excited to see Tennessee versus Georgia, you know, and I was bummed that I was going to miss LSU, Alabama, because I was going to be on stage, right? Granted, I was on stage in Chicago, so, I mean, that's fucking incredible. That alone is incredible, so, but they didn't have the game on in the green room, and, but I got to see all of Tennessee, Georgia, and I was so fucking excited. I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be some fucking SEC. This is going to be some excitement. They're going to be swapping paint. This is going to be fucking great. Hyatt, who I kept calling Hilton. I knew he was named after a hotel. Hilton, Hooker. I mean, it just all sounded like a filthy politician. So I'm like, they're not going to be able to cover these kids. I mean, they absolutely fucking dominated when they played. I know, they were just running by fucking Alabama. That's Alabama. And them Georgia Bulldogs, all right, they were sitting there in that kennel. Tennessee came in and got their fucking asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn dogs. I mean, they kicked the shit. It wasn't even a fucking game ever. They just shut them down. I think they were playing man defense. Absolutely shut them the fuck down. So this is what. So what does that mean? Does that mean Alabama stinks? Does that mean Tennessee just had a good day? Does that mean Georgia's the number one fucking team in the country? Absolutely it does. Because my LSU Tigers, who I've fallen off the last couple of years, I've been too goddamn busy. Alabama. The dream ends tonight. Remember that shit? They came in. They didn't come in. Alabama went into Death Valley. And unbelievable, classic fucking game. Obviously could have gone one way or the other. I caught the overtime. Alabama goes down and scores a touchdown because they're fucking Alabama. And then LSU, are they going to answer? They go down, they score a touchdown, and then they're going to go for 2 points. And you know me, I'm old school. I'm like, what in the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck would you do that shit? And they actually scored the 2-point conversion and won the goddamn game. And I like what Saban said afterwards. He said, nobody's more upset than these kids in the locker room. He does try to protect those kids. I do like that. I buy into it. All right? So congratulations to LSU. When was the last time you saw Alabama with 2 losses during the regular season? You know what that means. That is opening the door for boring-ass Ohio State to make it into the playoffs again if they beat Michigan. And then get their fucking asses kicked like they always do when they go to the playoffs. I'm just fucking with you, Ohio State. I don't know anything about you this year. I just like, I like talking shit. Okay? All right, sue me. I like to have a good time on my podcast. It's my podcast. I can talk about what I want. I'll tell you what fucking pissed me off earlier today. My dumb ass, I thought I bet on the Packers. I didn't, and I'm watching them. Okay, they go down to the goddamn goal line. They don't, they catch, Aaron throws a pass. This guy might have been pass interference. Looks like he pushed the fucking cornerback down. Looked better in the replay than maybe he didn't. He zigzags down, dives in the end zone with his knees down. He's on the fucking 1 yard line, right? They got 3 plays to put it in. They can't put it in. It's the first fucking quarter. You lost 4 games in a fucking row. Kick the goddamn field goal. What do? They fucking go for it, end up throwing an interception, and they get nothing. They get no fucking points, and now they're feeling like shit, and the Lions are feeling great, right? I don't understand this analytic shit. Like, how long are these fucking jocks going to listen to the fucking math team? And I know what all you fucking youngsters are saying. You guys are all saying, well, Bill, the final score was 15-9, so it didn't matter. They do that shit. It's like, it does matter. It does matter because it changes the entire energy of the game. to have a team down there, first and goal on the 1 yard line. It's a little bit of a moral victory, even if you just get a field goal. But when you come back out with a turnover and nothing, that just gives the other team a fucking lift. I think it is the stupidest shit in the fucking world. It's the first quarter. Get some points on the fucking board. You throw a fucking pick, and then the defense goes out there like, Jesus Christ. And we go again, it's still tied. And the Lions are like, I can't believe we're still in this. Are we even a franchise? I mean, we literally have not won any title whatsoever since the Korean conflict. I don't know. It's just fucking, it's just unforgivable, if you ask me. Unforgivable, like, there's a flag laying there. Please tell me that's a holding call on the defense, the receiver, something. You ever just know you're going to lose a bet in the first quarter? I can already feel it. Like, the tone has been set. Offsides, defense, I love it. Repeat, second down. Why does he got a Band-Aid around his fucking, a rubber band? I guess that's the string for his whistle. It's weird. I wonder if those officials get fucking tinnitus after a while blowing that fucking thing. If I was an official, I would have that whistle around my neck even when I came home to my wife. The second she started giving me shit, I'd fucking blow the whistle. I'd come up with some sort of fucking some sort of penalty. Personal foul. Tell me what you think. The fucking Patriots won. The Bruins keep on winning. Oh, congratulations to the Houston assholes winning their first legitimate World Series while getting credit for 2. God bless you. I'm happy for Dusty Baker. I am happy for Dusty Baker. But it really fucking annoyed the shit out of me. I don't give a fuck that they cheated. It just annoys me that they don't get any shit for it. And they finally fucking brought it up to Dusty after the whole series. And he's like, the rest of the world's talking about us. It's like the rest of the world isn't talking about it. There was a fucking gag order on it. That was my problem. All right? For all you guys who got confused going, I thought you said you didn't care. It's like, yeah, I did. I don't care. I don't care that you did it. What bugs me is that you didn't get shit for it. And then I ran into one smug fucking Houston Astros fan who just smiled through all it, going, everybody does it. Everybody doesn't put a camera in the fucking outfield and wire up their fucking players and bang on a trash can. They don't. They simply don't. And speaking of trash cans, I have a fucking conspiracy theory for you. I think Home Depot causes the hurricanes in Florida. Just going to put that out there. Because once the water goes back out, and you see what's left, where do you go? You got to go to Home Depot and you got to fucking rebuild. And they got all that drywall in there. Let me ask you a question. All of these fucking people, all of these fucking poor people in these goddamn, I don't mean they're poor, they don't have any money. This is empathy. All right? Which is really difficult for someone who lives in Hollywood. I mean, it's a red state. I'd prefer to fly over Florida. No, I love Florida. Anyway, these poor people, they fucking lose everything. Everything they have in their house gets fucking washed down the street. Okay? Home Depot is in the same fucking towns, and the next day they're fucking open and none of their supplies get wet. Now you explain that to me. You're telling me the water can't get through those fucking electronic double doors? I don't buy it. I think they're fucking with the weather. There you go. Run with that one. Post that one on the internet. Listen, I'm just a simple guy. I'm trying to figure out why there's hurricanes. Why do hurricanes only attack the red states? Why is that? Because of the fucking liberals. All right. Why does LA catch on fire? Because you're devils. All right. Sorry. I had a milkshake. I might be a little hopped up on sugar here, so please forgive me for a lot of this fucking bullshit that I'm talking this week. Let's do a couple of reads here for the week. Oh, first I got to tell you my new plan. This is my new plan for old Billy Habitual, is every month I'm going to do what I did. Did the fucking Carolina? No, they didn't come back and fucking cover. 10-7, Seattle. Sneaky Pete. Oh, Sneaky Pete. What you got up your sleeve? Cover. What was I going to say? So this is my new thing. Every month I'm going to go do a 10-day cleanse where I just don't do shit for 10 days. I don't have coffee. I don't have cigars, sodas, nothing. I don't take a hit of weed, none of that shit, just so nothing gets a hold of me, right? I'll eat right and all of that type of shit. You just go 10 days. And then the other fucking 20 days, I can do whatever the fuck I want. But that's fine because it'll take a minute for me to get ramped up again. You know? Oh, I like this. I like this play going nowhere. I love this play going nowhere. That was fucking great. Hey, Cooper Kupp's one of the best wide receivers in the league. You know what we should do? Hand it off to him like he's a running back. Let's see how that works. I think Home Depot fixed this fucking game too. Who's this number 45? He's always great. I always forget his name. White. All right. Anyway, so that's my game plan. What do you guys think about that? And I just keep going to the gym. There you go. You throw it to him. You fucking throw it to him. Exactly. Touchdown, Cooper Kupp. Thank you. No flags. No flags. No flags. No flags. There you go. Jesus Christ. What's the name of their fucking coach? Ryan Seacrest? He's just too young and good looking to be a coach. Just doesn't make any sense. There you go. Oh, I love that replay. Little stiff arm and a touchdown. Maybe handing it off to him was the misdirection that they needed. Yeah, Bill, considering you've never coached on any level, why don't you shut your freckled face there? All right, let's do a little advertising here, shall we? Oh, look who it is, everybody. It's old Zip Recruiter. All right, Zip Recruiter, are you hiring? What type of role are you hiring for? I just want to find a simple guy that just tells me the way. And we have from 2 + 2 is 4. Maybe you need to hire someone to wear many hats, which can be challenging. Or you might have a simple position to fill, but it's taking forever to find someone who's a great fit for your company. Whether you need to hire a civil engineer in New York, a pediatric nurse in Nebraska, an attorney in Colorado, or even a mascot in Missouri. That's sort of disrespectful, huh? What do you think? You guys are just screwing around out there? Old Zip, can help you find qualified candidates fast, and now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/Burr. From accountants to zoologists and everything in between, Zip is matching ZipRecruiter's matching technology finds people with the right experience for your job and presents them to you. Then you can invite your top choices to apply. It's so effective that 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it now for free at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter. You like that? Little red, little blue. .com/Burr. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/Burr. Spell out Burr, B-U-R-R. ZipRecruiter.com/Burr. ZipRecruiter. The smartest way to hire. God damn it, I love that pause. That just makes me feel like a broadcaster. All right, Stamps.com. Right now, seasonal excitement or dread is really starting to settle in, especially for small businesses. Slaying through traffic to the post office, inbox more like a blizzard than a winter wonderland, rushing to send cards and gifts to your loyal clients. It's not too late to get your holiday mailing and shipping under control with Stamps.com. Sign up now and you'll be printing your own postage in minutes. Stamps.com is your one-stop shop for all your shipping, and mailing needs. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. Get access to the USPS and UPS services you need for your business, to run your business right from your computer. No lines, no traffic, no hassle, man. No hassle, man. Stress-free solution for every small business. Use Stamps.com to print postage wherever you do business. All you need is a computer or a printer. And if you need a package pickup, you can easily schedule it through your Stamps.com dashboard. This holiday season, trade late nights for silent nights and get started with Stamps.com today. Sign up. Give me it's amazing. You get you buy your shit, it comes to you gift wrapped, and then you just put a postage on it, you give it to the lady or the man that comes by. Sign up with promo code Burr for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term contracts or commitments. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter Burr, B-U-R-R. All right. Okay, here's a part of the podcast. I am going to give it up to the Astros. It was an amazing run. And the fact that you got caught cheating and you lost like fucking 10 draft picks and all that, and you still came in strong like that, I got to tip my cap to you, all right? For this one. I'll give it to you. And I love Dusty Baker. There, I said it. And I also have a newfound respect for not Bradley Cooper. What the fuck's his name? Baker Mayfield. What's the guy with the B? Bryce Harper. That fucking guy's a gamer and he's a leader, and all this shit that people have said about him. He's a guy, he gets a lot of shit. That fucking guy's the man. Anyway, so there you go. Congratulations, Houston. All right. Okay. Coffee addict. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm not a coffee addict anymore. I have it under control. Oh, Jesus, I just fucking moved this around. Where the hell did it go here? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Donald getting in the backfield. All right, coffee addict. Dear Billy Big Brains, longtime listener, thank you for all the great free content. Well, thank you for listening. You know, and thank all you guys, too. This has been like the sickest tour I've ever been on in my life. The venues that I've been able to play, like last night in Peoria, Illinois, I wish you guys could have gone to that show. The level that I was fucking teasing those people. Was it 35-32? Did the fucking Dolphins not cover? God damn it. Fucking, how does Vegas know? Was it 3.5? That drives me up the fuck up. How about the Jets? How about the fucking Jets beating the Bills? And how about my dumbass not betting on the Jets? Because that's one of my theories, that I don't give a fuck how good a team is and how bad the other team is. The Jets are good this year, really good. I don't give a fuck what it is. Those division rivalry games are always close. So if there's a knife, if it's got a good spread, you take the underdog, and I didn't do it. Anyway, but wish you guys could have been in that show last night in Peoria, Illinois. The shit I was saying and the amount that I was teasing them, acting like they were all farmers, and they were so fucking cool. They totally rolled with it and laughed. You know, I kept fucking with them, going, I know you guys. I know you guys. You know, a lot of you guys like build fucking apps and shit, but I just kept acting like they were all living out in a farmhouse by themselves. You know, and some of them were like serial killers. And we played in this old school like hockey barn. Just the shape, the way they used to make the contour, like the seats. Like it was on either end, they were like lower. And then when you went like center ice stuff, it went all the way up like a wave. And then like the final row on the top of either side would have like 4 seats. And then all the way down would have like, you know, like 50. Like those really cool sort of 70s looking thing. I would love to come back and go to a game. And they had a banner up there for 1957, the NIT champions. And I'm thinking like, God, the people that must have played in this building over the years. And then my dumbass gets to go out there and tell my shit jokes, you know. I was in Chicago. I played the United Center. I'm fucking looking up at the Blackhawks Stanley Cup banners when I'm on stage talking about my dick. It doesn't make any sense. Fans are crazy good there. A lot of these places, though, I really do miss doing a couple of nights there. Because there's so many places, like, especially Chicago, I've been there like a zillion times. So there's all these food spots that I love to eat at. I got a great Italian sandwich, and they totally hooked me up with the cannoli. I got to get you, I'm going to get you the name of that place on the next podcast. I got to give them a shout out. I just don't have it. It's one of the, Giovanni's or some shit like that. But they were totally cool. Mom and pop type of place. Right on the corner, across from like the Nobu Hotel. Whatever that place is. I'm going to find out the name. You know what? Fuck this. I'm going to find out the name right now. All right? They were nice enough to give me not one, not two, but 3 free cannolis. And it just so happened, that I was fucking traveling with Nate Craig and Club Soda Kenny. Let me see if this is going to work. I'm recording right now on my phone, so they're not going to let me do it. Let's see here. Nobu Hotel. The Nobu Hotel. That's a fucking great hotel, but it's like one of those things you just cannot find a fucking light switch to save your life. To save your fucking life. Oh, there it is. There it is. Shout out to JP Graziano. Graziano hooking me up with an absolutely delicious Italian sandwich. And not one, not two, but 3 cannolis. They gave me a T-shirt, the whole thing. I stand by these guys. They're on West Randolph Street and North Peoria Street, diagonally across from the Nobu Hotel. Old school, family run. In fact, the lady behind the cash register was the mom, and the daughter was getting married. And she goes, "You look like Bill Burr." I said, "I am Bill Burr." She's like, "Oh my God, can I give you a hug?" That's what she said. She didn't want a picture. She gave me a hug, and they gave me 3 cannolis. Come on. Make sure you go by that place. Good people. And then I like the guy behind the counter. He called me Guy like 15 times. What do you want, Guy? And before that, I was in Grand Rapids. Had a great time there. It's just been an amazing run around the country. Tonight, I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. So thank you to everybody who's been coming out. There you go. All right? It's me with my comedy hat in hand there. All right. Long-time listener, thank you for all the great free content. Have you ever thought about having just 6 ounces of coffee instead of 3 fucking espressos each time you reach for the stuff? Well, what I like about the espresso, 2 things I like about the espresso is there's like no calories in it, according to the one place I Googled. And then also, what I like about the espresso is you cannot hide behind whether you know how to make a cup of coffee or not. If you can make an espresso have that flavor and not taste all burnt like they do at like Starbucks, then, that to me, that's the margarita pizza. I go to a new place for a pizza. I always order a plain, like a margarita or whatever, because you can't hide behind your toppings. All right? So that's why I do that. I get the double because it's just gone too quick. Okay, anyway. But this person says, but seriously, think about it. All right? ... Little ellipses gives me a chance to think about it. It's just 6 ounces of standard Wawa coffee. There's about 100 milligrams of caffeine. Neuroscience agrees that this is the correct dose when you are trying to stay alert without negative side effects. I didn't realize that. In medicine, this concept is called the minimal effective dose. All right, you know what? You're talking about neuroscience, and then you just said in medicine. So I'm guessing that you're in this world. So I listen to doctors. I'm weird. That's what I do. I love vaccines, by the way. I just got the shingles one. I feel great. I don't have a problem with anybody with authority. There's a tracking device in me now. I mean, I love it. I am just tapped into the fucking matrix. Anyways, which is the goal when medicating with anything, is to have the minimum effective dose. Yeah, because you motherfuckers don't want to cure nothing, do you? You want us to keep coming back and get our fix. Anyway, you fucking cocksuckers. I'm not a doctor. Oh, Jesus. But why are you talking like one? This has helped me. Dude, I got to tell you something, man. If you're like Leonardo DiCaprio and Catch Me If You Can. It said in medicine, this concept is called the minimal effective dose. Did you just memorize that? So you can be that douche at a cocktail party? I'm just jealous because you sounded like a doctor and I'm embarrassed. I thought you were. Anyway, I'm not a doctor, but this has helped me, along with decaf, still maintaining a nice morning jolt without feeling like a piece of shit. Oh, and in the end, he ends up being a good shit, trying to help me out. How about this? How about I just have 1 cup every week and I drink whatever the fuck I want? And then I actually learn how to have like some sort of control. Like I kind of, ideally, I would feel like on a day when I don't have to work and I got a good night's sleep or whatever, I could get up on like a Sunday morning, take my kids out to breakfast, hold my wife's hand, have a nice morning, and then just sit down, after I play with my kids and they're going down for their naps or whatever, I could just sit down and have a nice cup of coffee. And if I did that once a week, I think that would be all right. Right? But I appreciate you trying to help me out because I'm old Billy on or off. That's my deal. And I'd like to be like old Billy responsible. Old Billy, I think I've had enough, Time to go home, freckles. All right, dating and but I'll take your advice there. In just a 6 ounces of standard Wawa coffee, there's about 100 milligrams of caffeine. 6 ounces, Jesus, a pony size. I do like the cappuccinos because a lot of them they don't look like they're more than 6 ounces, but it is a double espresso shot in there with the milk. I don't know, man. Listen, I don't drink anymore. I don't fuck with weed that much. Occasionally, or whatever. I don't know. I'm bored, man. But I got to tell you, though, I fucking, when I just took myself off of everything, I was sleeping like a baby. And then I figured out, that's because a baby doesn't smoke a cigar and have a double espresso. That's why they're fucking sleeping. Everybody thinks it's because they're tired and they're growing so much. That's not the truth. They're just not addicted to anything yet, other than ruining your night's sleep. All right, dating and in debt. Oh, brother, you just described most of the people in this country. Dude, these fucking banker cunts, they literally have people choosing gas prices over the environment because if gas prices go too high, the amount of people that are immediately underwater because the price of everything goes up. It's so fucking ridiculous. And the only reason why the price of gas goes up is because those cunts stop producing it, not because there isn't enough. There's so many things like that. Like, for half a second, my wife started taking me to museums. I don't think about that for a second. You want to talk about somebody climbing the walls? It's actually not true. I actually really gained an appreciation for a lot of that shit that I just thought was bullshit. Like, I still like pictures of shit that I recognize as opposed to somebody's acid-fueled collage board or whatever, dream board, But anyway, I completely forgot what the fuck I was talking about. The fuck was I talking about? I don't know. Who gives a shit? It's probably nothing. Something about politics, wasn't it? Was it about banks? What was I talking about? Fucking NIT championships. Dating and in debt. Oh, that's right. People just being like fucking, the art world. There's I guess 5 families. I'm just going to say 5. And they control the prices. You know what I think they actually do? I think they buy works from unknown artists and then they kill them. That's what they do. And then they say this guy's the shit and then they own it and then they fucking sell it to all of these people. And I think somehow Home Depot's bankrolling them. Right? Did you hear they put the vaccine in Starbucks coffee? I'm fucking with you. All right, dating and in debt. Dear Billiam, I saw that credit card debt in the United States broke a new all-time high record at $930 million. Yeesh, that's what the person says. I'm kind of psyched it's under $1 billion. You know what would be fucking amazing? Is if we all just helped each other out. You know? It's like winning the lottery and people get you out of credit card debt. But the problem is people would immediately get back in it. So you'd have to it's all like education. You got to get people, you know? You can't just give somebody fucking money. Because, most people, they're going to get into more debt with it. That's brutal. I remember having brutal credit card debt. And just being behind it. And I was just paying interest and doing all of that. This is in my warehouse days and driving my old truck, and I had a car payment and all of that shit. And I just remember, and I was still living at home, and I still just sucked at money. And fortunately, I had somebody break it down for me and really help me out. And then when I started doing stand-up, I started making money, and I got to the point where I was making as much money as a comedian as I was making in my day job. And I kept my day job. And I just, look at that fucking lunatic. Jesus Christ. Was that guy the Tampa Bay Rhino? That was terrifying. 8:01 left in the second quarter, if you're watching this. All right, so... yeah, and then what I did was I paid down my credit cards, and then I paid off my student loans, and I just kept working and working, and then I built up a nest egg because I knew I was moving to New York City, and I was anticipating that I'd have to get a job, and I just didn't want to go down there with nothing. I mean, I essentially did. I didn't own anything, but... the fuck was that guy thrown into 3 goddamn Buccaneers for? Anyway, that's brutal, man. And people have to live like that, and then that causes them... That's terrible. These fucking banker cunts. Also, according to the article, 22% of millennials are going into debt trying to date. What does that mean? I can see this happening. It costs $100 to go out for sushi and drinks, and most millennials don't make much money because they don't work or they chased shitty dreams while not sacrificing anything for it. Now, see, that right there is when you're blaming victims. It's just what do you, they're a victim of this shit. No, why doesn't anybody look at the fucking bankers for putting people into these goddamn situations? What about the way corporations overwork and underpay people? What about that? You know what I mean? What about that I've been paying into Social Security my entire adult life, and now these cunts are going to come in here and just take it away from me? Okay, great. When there's no more Social Security, can I have my fucking money back? That I paid into it? That you were taking out of my fucking check? That's unreal. And I noticed that too, after the pandemic, they go, people don't want to work. It's or they don't want to work the way that they were working. Maybe if they were getting fucking treated like human beings instead of fucking animals, they'd be a little more excited to leave their house. These fucking assholes have us all running on the wheels, and then we just blame each other, man. It's stupid. We need some solidarity, man. Anyway, I know this because I am one. Oh, this guy's shitting on millennials. I know this because I am one. Geez, I'm 0 for 2 here. It's like my fucking football picks. The last guy I thought was a doctor. He wasn't one. This person I thought wasn't a millennial. Turns out they are. Oh, Billy left turn when he should have gone right there. I know this because I am one, and I pursued the arts as a means of income and watched lots of them try and live the lifestyle without having done shit or earned any money. Is there anything sadder than the guy who flexes when he has nothing? Yeah, I mean, that's just stupid. Okay, I'll give you that. I didn't know that's the direction you were going in on it. Okay, all right. I still believe that shit about banks, but that doesn't apply if you're going out and you're just lighting up your card. You're trying to, well, I mean, what are you attracting to? You got to, just be who you are. Just say, listen, I'd like to take you out for a cup of coffee. I'm swimming in credit card debt, and I need to figure out how to get out of this shit. Okay? And when the red bottom shoes whore walks away from you, just know that saved you hundreds of millions of dollars. Anyways, reminded me of the stories you and your generation of comics tell about being broke and roughing it on a futon. I almost never see that. Yeah, well, you know what? In defense of you guys, there wasn't any Instagram and everybody acting like they had a whole bunch of money and most of them presenting a lie of how much stuff they have or what they actually look like, the shape that they're in, or even just the lie that having a bunch of stuff is going to make you happy. Anyway, I almost never see that. He said, when I started in art, I saw kids, young people, blow through money they didn't have to keep up appearances. I found my place in it all, and I do very well now. I drove a hand-me-down car and never upgraded my phone unless I needed to. Smart man. Those plus a million other small sacrifices, and I'm doing okay enough to not have to worry about the cost of dating. I want to feel bad for ones that are struggling, but it's like your take on those fat people losing weight shows. They enjoyed 8 or so years of having anything they wanted, and now they're crying because it didn't work out. Insert Aesop's fable. I don't know what that means. All right, let's get to the next one here. All right, wife says you repeat yourself. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. Dear Bill Gazette, I watch you on all your appearances and listen to all your podcasts. I enjoy hearing you make your points to different people and hearing their reactions. My wife says you repeat yourself a lot. She knows nothing about sports, but seems to know all about Deflategate, NFL championships, and now the Astros. Yeah, because I'm trying to get that out there. I was wondering if you get that a lot or if my wife is just being annoying. Does Nia ever complain about this? Oh, my God. If you guys could hear if you think my wife is funny on this podcast, when I'm off the podcast, she is fucking hilarious. She absolutely destroys me. She was doing an impression of me the other night. Then after a while, I just stopped laughing. I was just looking at her like how beautiful she is and how fucking talented. She doesn't even know how fucking funny she is sometimes. She's fucking hilarious. Absolutely. My wife gives me shit in a loving, funny way about everything that I do. Yeah, she's always saying I never shut up. She would fucking high five your wife. And your wife is right. She's not being annoying. I do repeat myself a lot. I don't read a lot. I don't have a lot to say, but I got a lot of time to cover. So yes. Anyway, P.S. After writing the above, I read some comments on YouTube, and she might not be the only one. Yeah, that's what I do. And I'll keep doing it, all right? With your passive-aggressive thing like, hey, I'm not saying it. My wife's saying it. But then I read some YouTube comments. I got to be honest with you, this is a classic internet cunt thing to do, is to go out and be like, oh, there's something negative about somebody who's doing well. Let me see if I can get some facts about it. Air quote, facts. Yeah, well, keep reading YouTube comments. I don't give a fuck. And I'll keep repeating myself. All right, hacky campaigns. Yo, Billy on the Hilly. By the way, I don't have a problem with your wife. Your wife's funny. You're a cunt. You're a little sideways cunt. You lay in the weeds. I didn't like that. I didn't like the P.S. I liked everything until the P.S., right? When you sneakily tried to put your balls on the table for half a second. Fucking knock that down. There you go. All right, hacky campaigns. Yo, Billy on the Hilly. All politics aside, the mailers that go out during election seasons are pathetic. I know. Yeah, can they talk down to you anymore? Like, how dumb do they think liberals and conservatives are. The average person, I should say. First off, I hate getting all that mail. I know, kills a bunch of trees and it doesn't sway you one way or the other. I think maybe like with the questions, like vote no on fucking 26. Like trying to figure out what's going. Miss this fucking field goal. Miss it, you son of a bitch. Hook, push it wide, and it's blocked. Woo! Huge. Fucking huge. Oh, that's demoralizing. That'll put a fly in the ointment right there. I love it. First off, I hate getting all that mail. Second, if I try and read anything, it makes me lose my mind. Specifically, one guy whose name I won't use, but here's his shtick. He has a woman's name. Okay, it's Jackie something or other. Flat out, it's a woman's name. All right, so it's not Jackie or Terry. Is it Priscilla? I'm not talking about one that goes both ways. I'm talking about a name you've never heard a guy have. Julie? Up to you if you want to read it on air. His name is I don't want to get into the politics. I go over either side, and I go at the bankers. And I don't even know if I'm right, but that feels better to do than to just be some douche blaming the red or blue. Going deep, nothing there. The fuck was that? That's good. That keeps the cornerbacks honest. Now throw it underneath. Maybe throw some underneath. I don't know what the purpose of that was. Anyway, but here's the kicker. Not only would someone go, oh, I'll vote for a lady for a change. Wait a minute. Let's see. Wait, let me go. I missed something here. Okay, I'm not going to read it on the air. He said, and he purposely puts women on the front of all his mailers. Yeah, this guy's a genius. He's steering in. I mean, if he's a conservative, this is like suicidal. But if he's a liberal, I mean, yeah. Everyone's going to think that he cares. Anyway, but here's the kicker. Not only would someone go, oh, I'll vote for a lady for a change. He has his wife, who happens to be black, front and center on the mailers. So now it becomes, oh, I'll vote for this candidate who can bring some diversity. Yep. Nope, it's just a dopey white guy who knows people won't completely unfold the mailer before trashing it and thinks it's his wife running for office and her name is his. Looking forward to your next special. Nia hits the stage. Oh, I get it. I sent her out there instead of me so I can be the woke comedian. I hate that. Even I shouldn't be saying that. White people should not be using the term woke unless they actually know what the fuck it means, and then they wouldn't use it, rather than taking it and then making it mean something else. Here's one for me repeating again. There's literally a fucking YouTube video out there that is a collection. It says a collection of Karens. And Karens used to be, it was a white woman making up a lie, okay? Coming up with some bullshit, saying it about a black person, and they either end up dead or in jail. Now, once white people got a hold of it, when white women started calling other white women's Karens, just so they wouldn't be labeled as one because they're using the term, it now just became like it's just women screaming, upset about, in like a convenience store. And I'm watching the compilation, and in the compilation of Karens, they had a black woman. And then it just completely changes the meaning of it and the point behind all of it, where you could have learned something, learn about an injustice. Now it just becomes just bland horseshit. Anyway, I'm off my fucking soapbox. The fuck was I reading about here? Why did everything just go away? Probably because you were preaching, Bill? All right, well, there you go. Anyway, plowing ahead here. Tonight's the last night on this run. And then I end up back in L.A. And all I have left, people, on this tour, I just have 3 more road trips, 3, 3, and 3. I got 9 more shows left after tonight. I'm into the single digits. Biggest tour I've ever done. The most fun I've had. I'm not going to lie to you. It was a little, freaking me out, in the beginning. And then with that Boston gig hanging over my head, Freckles was having a rough one. Maybe that's why I was drinking so much coffee and smoking. But tell me, you guys, what do you guys think about that? Do it with me every the first 10 days of every month, right? You just shut it down. Take stock to see where you're at, right? And then whatever your little vice is, as far as the way I work, I can just sort of gradually get back into it. But, after a couple of weeks, it starts to ramp up again. But then, oh boy, here's another month, another 10 days off. And then I just feel like nothing ever will get a hold of me for, long enough that it's going to do like damage. Does that make any sense? Like, it's like, how about like eating like shit? Because I'm kind of including that too. Like, say what you want about going veggie. I've run into a couple people that like are just vegetarian and they're like glowing. I will tell you this: as much as people shit on vegetarians, I've never. Well, that's not true. That's not true. It's been a while since I've seen a fat fuck vegetarian. Used to see it a lot because they're like, I'm a vegetarian, and then they're eating like potato chips. But if you're actually a vegetarian that is eating vegetables, but even then you got to watch out because they spray them with so many pesticides. I don't know, dude. I got to start growing my own food. Oh, Jesus, Bill. You've been on the road too long here. I really feel like, just to have something. Just to have something when the shit hits the fan, right? Get myself a couple of grenades and some guns. Got some tomatoes and some fucking pears or whatever. Then I'll be all right, I don't know. Or you know what you do? You just keep living like nothing bad's ever going to happen, and you get one cyanide pill, right? For everybody you love, and they're like, they're coming up the walk, everybody. 1, 2, see you on the other side. And you just totally just fucking buy into everything that they're selling you on TV, right? The food, the jet ski, the Super Bowl party, fucking everything. Oh, are they going to call pass interference there? Oh, they should. Yeah, they absolutely should. They absolutely should. Did they call pass interference? They did not. Just giving him a fucking chest massage. That was the weirdest pass I've ever seen, and a completion. Tom Brady doing what he does best. Go ahead. Go into the... Oh, they're not in a prevent. I don't know what the fuck they're doing here. Tom Brady, watch this. Watch this. Minute 16 left. The greatest to ever do it. Complete. First down. Big cushion. What is the point of this? What is the fucking point? You stopped him the whole fucking first half. He knows how to use the clock. This whole giving him the middle of the field is not going to fucking work. You're just giving them 3 points here. Why the fuck would you do this? He's going to have 3 shots at the fucking end zone if you keep this up. Oh, thank God that idiot just dropped the ball. Jesus Christ. Does he have the analytics guys on the field now? That's just a classic play where you start running before you got the ball. All you youngsters out there, all right, 48 seconds left. He's already gotten them 3 points. Oh, unless his team fucks him. Fournette for a first down. Did somebody jump off side? So we got a false start. Tom's walking forward. He's walking forward. Tom's walking forward. Tom's walking back. He wants to inspire change. Offsides on the defense. It's declined in a first down. Great. Fantastic. Stop it up the whole fucking first half. Ryan Seacrest, no fucking clue what he's doing. Don't give a shit if he has a ring in 28 shows. Leonard Fournette in the backfield. Tom Brady back to pass. Dumps it off to Fournette. There's another fucking 5 yards, 4 yards. 36 seconds. What you're listening to is audio of the prevent defense once again preventing you from stopping the offense. Who the fuck came up with the prevent defense? The NFL commissioner? People like offense. They don't like a great defense. They don't want to see a 7-3 game. They don't want to see the Rams cover at 7-3. They want to see them cover at 37-33. That's what we're really going for here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everybody chewing on their fucking mouth guards now because of that guy in the goddamn Warriors. All right. What do we got here? 2nd and 5. He's literally going to have a shot at the end zone here if he completes this. Oh, thank God. That's nice defense, though. Kendrick thinks he just won the Super Bowl again. I mean, what are these defensive players so excited about? He got there early. He got there early. That was actually pass interference. All right, here we go. Tom Brady back to pass, standing tall in the pocket, going for the end zone, and nothing. Bit of a wasted play there, if you ask me. Number 6, still loving himself. Still loving himself. He probably gets dressed like that in the morning. With each article of clothing he puts on, he starts fucking talking shit. Right? Oh, I guess that was 3rd down. Should have gone underneath for the first. That's what I would have done with my 0 rings. You know, the guy with 7 rings, I think he did it wrong. All right. Now with the dumb grass. The hurricane was last week, buddy. Just fucking kick the fucking ball. I literally thought for a second that was Denzel's brother. Maybe his nephew. All right. He's lining up for a kick. Once again, the prevent defense fucks you in the age. 3 points right there. Now the Buccaneers are covering. Great call, man. Great call. You had a 4-point fucking lead. Now it's down to 1 point. Fantastic. Hey, but they didn't score a touchdown. Let's just give them fucking 3 points. You know who I blame? Home Depot. I blame Home Depot. All right, that's it. Go fuck yourselves. I'll check in on you on Thursday.